some unexpected contributions tonight to pull this one over. Now, injury report. Cam Whitmore out. Bro is sick in the mug. We already know Jabari gone. He out for we don't know how long. But on the Celtics side, Derek White, he's listed as out. Sam Hauser listed as out. Al Horford listed as a game time decision. He's expected to return tonight, but it's still a game time decision. He's an old man, and it's the Rockets. They may take us lightly. So who knows? Who knows?
Well, yeah, they do got Al Horford in the starting lineup tonight. So
okay, all right, cool. So we can wipe that out. Yeah, man. There's a lot of storyline going into this game. Salute, Scoop. Salute.
Ooh.
So storyline going into this game, right quick. Ime Udoka returning to the scene of the crime, where he supposedly had inappropriate relations with a subordinate who happened to be married to someone who Ime Udoka is a subordinate to, but whatever. Back in Boston, I know Ime Udoka want to get this dub. I know he didn't heard the whispers on the streets of Boston. He probably can't go to no restaurants without paying 3 times and getting his food spat in. So, yeah, man, I think these guys, they put up a good fight tonight. We're going to get to the predictions a little bit later. But what's y'all's thoughts on the game right now?
This is going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see Amen do some work. I'm excited to see Amen guard Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in these defensive sets. And I'm happy Derek White's bald ass ain't playing because Jalen's gonna have a little bit more freedom of movement tonight.
Drew Holiday is alive.
Agreed. Drew Holiday exists. But Jalen's not getting on a switch going from Drew Holiday to Derek White to Jaylen Brown. It's just Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday, which I know was still crazy, but I'd rather deal with 2 than 3 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling some Tari Eason tonight. I think Tari will have a nice little game. I think he'll go 15-7, 15 points, 7 boards tonight. He'll have a nice little game. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, we're going.
Mama Eason loves the Celtics too, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna get to the X factors here in a little bit. We're gonna get to the X factors. Yeah, we definitely gonna get into that. So we're not putting too much credence on that last game we played the Celtics where we kind of got stomped out because Jabari was gone, Amen was gone, but we still played Dylan, Fred, Jalen, and Şengün. We still got stomped out at home. But now we on the road and we got some momentum. So
who plays well on the road? There's one guy I know who plays really well on the road. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, which is interesting.
It's interesting.
I mean, I can't be mad at it either. You talking about JG? Yeah, his splits are a lot better on the road than at home. But his home numbers have come up since.
This is a great test for the Rockets tonight, for sure. This is a good test.
We said that about the Cavaliers too.
Yeah. The Cavs were part of that test too.
We survived 72 points being put on us by 2 dudes. And
we
still won.
We survived the 47-point fourth quarter.
If this was AK, it's gonna make me mad. AP, if this was the Silas era and someone dropped 47 points on us in a quarter, what do you think the score is looking like?
Like 147 to 62.
We wouldn't have touched no 80 points that game. That's for sure.
No, we wouldn't have touched 70.
But here we are, winning games like that. Ime, I appreciate you. Coach of the year talk, guys. Coach of the year.
And staying in the 2nd seed too. That is huge.
Oh man, we got another challenger in the building. What
Hey, there they are.
Oh, man, Clips Gordon.
How
we got a full house tonight, man. All right. I mean, we really got to get the dub now. Otherwise, we got to blame all 3 of y'all. I'm telling you right now. We lose. All 3 of y'all fault. Not mine.
Yeah. Hey, it's nice to have a little bit of family in here. Come on, guys.
It is.
Up,
yeah, for 3 of us. For one of us, not so much.
Hey. Like I might be for my one. I might be 9-1, but look, I'm pretty good. You see this?
Oh man.
Yeah,
wow.
Y'all got a H-Town in Iowa? Let me look it up. Yeah, got any cities that start with H up there.
We got something. we got something in Iowa. It ain't like Houston, but
it's something.
The way you did like this, let me find out. You know what? Nah, I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna let you make it, bro.
Better be nice to him tonight.
No.
Yeah, my feelings are gonna get hurt easy tonight. All right, I'm still tempted.
Hey man, stop acting light skinned, bro.
Who said that?
Oh, I miss roasting Preston on these pre-games, dog.
Man. I keep waiting for him to do the fake freeze.
Oh, that is your signature, dog. It so is your signature, bro. All right, guys. Let's get on this game, man. First things first. First rule of business. Who is scrapping with who tonight, man? We gonna need one of them in this game.
That's Tari Eason's, right? I have a feeling it's gonna be Tari Eason related, but because I'm saying it, I'm pivoting. And Amen's playing, Amen's a dog, and I feel for some reason, some way, Al Horford, he kind of old head. I think there's gonna be some beef because Al Horford's a big dude and he like to get them rebounds, and Amen ain't no bitch. I think it's gonna be interesting.
I can see that.
Why you laughing? Okay, why you laughing?
Because he's just doing Al Horford wrong, bro. Like he don't be getting into it with nobody. He the friendliest dude in the league, man. That bad ain't
boy, he low key angry. Watch.
Might get dumped on tonight too, so
I don't think he's gonna be playing nowhere near the paint tonight. Well, you know what? Maybe he does. Maybe Şengün smashes one on the top of his head. So we'll see.
And Steven Adams, because Adams has been playing good here lately too. So we might see something out of Adams.
I ain't gonna lie, low key, this is a bad.
Are we getting Jeff Green versus Al Horford tonight?
We low key might need some Jeff Green in this game because the Steven Adams in this game, man, they gonna pull him out to the 3-point line all night long.
And they are the league's best or second best 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, and they get them up, boy. They get them up. We're going to have a hard time running dudes off the 3-point line.
They take, I think last time we looked at it, I'm not sure percentages are different, but they were shooting at one point 53% of their total shots from the 3-point line.
That's crazy.
53. So just putting that out, that was like 52.6. But yeah, we gotta watch out. We gotta watch out.
That's nuts.
So
that's nuts. And we don't have which I would say is probably our defensive Swiss Army knife in Jabari, the guy that kind of makes the whole defense go and make sense. The guy that makes us defensively versatile. Not having him is going to really hurt this game because he's the guy that really when he's in the lineups, when he's playing at the 5 position, we allow a lot less 3-point attempts. A lot. So playing either Şengün or Steven Adams tonight is gonna be a rough one. I ain't gonna lie. Last game, Cornette was making Şengün look very, very pedestrian, and I don't like that. I feel like Şengün probably gonna have to get his get back tonight, though. Yeah, you're gonna have to get his get back. So, AP, who you got scrapping tonight, though, man?
Oh, you know what? Give me Dylan Brooks and Al Horford for some reason.
Bro, what's up with y'all and Al Horford, dog?
Yeah. Al, you hear that? Yeah.
Give me that, yeah.
Clips, who you got, bro? Because y'all.
I'm gonna take that big man, and like you said, Alperen Şengün, Cornette. Whenever they have to go small, I don't think Al Horford's going to play the whole game. He's going to be on some type of minutes restriction. Wasn't it a leg issue for him?
I think so.
So
I think it was a toe.
Yeah, and so I don't expect him to be out there, but for 20 minutes top. So they're going to have to play the other big man, and especially if Jalen's playing well, then he's going to have to, hopefully he plays. What's his name? Kristaps off the floor because he's going to have to play that deep drop with Jalen. So maybe we'll get some Cornette and then he'll get into it with Şengün.
They're going to make when Kristaps Porzingis in the game, they're going to make Jalen prove it.
Yep.
Because at first he's going to be in a drop at first, but they'll sometimes switch it up if whoever it is gets going. So we'll see. We'll see how that looks. He did have a great game against them last time we played him, but nobody else was really coming along for for the ride. So we'll see how different it is this game. I'm still thinking. I'm thinking this game, the two people that's gonna scrap is Amen Thompson and Jaylen Brown. I think it's inevitable. Them two. It just makes sense to me, man. They're gonna get matched up a few times with each other. They're gonna be guarding each other. They're gonna fight, bro.
Can I make a surprise entry, the dark horse entry here?
Let's go.
You say Amen and JB. I think DB and JB would be interesting. I think there's. I'm not saying there's bad blood, but Dylan Brooks, when he gets hot, if he makes 2 threes,
he's not getting hot this game. This ain't gonna be the game he get hot.
He's gonna be talking. And all it is gonna take is 2. He could be shooting 4 of 16, but if he got 2 threes, he's talking. He's John.
Yeah, I agree.
DB usually gets hot in games where, for whatever reason, the other team likes to put some sort of a big man on him somehow because they don't believe he can shoot, and that'd be the games he'd be shooting. So I hope they do play that game this game. I wish they would do something stupid like that. So all right, so X factors, man. I think you already Drip, you already said Tari Eason.
Yes.
You gonna stick with it?
Yeah, man. I got a 15 and 7 for Tari Eason tonight. 2 steals and a block. I don't know. I got a good feeling, man. I like Tari Eason tonight. I think there's a lot of guys he's gonna be able to match up really well against. They're going to be in Easton jail show. He bringing out the cuffs tonight.
That makes sense because if Cam not going to play, Tari probably going to soak up a lot more of those minutes.
Is this Tari's first game against the Celtics?
I believe so.
I mean, at least in the last 2 years. Last year I know he was, he played us, a handful of games, but I know that, his mom's a big Celtics fan.
She is a major Celtics. Yeah.
I wonder if he.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a Rocket, I'm for sure he would have been a Celtic.
Man, Icy talking about Tate finna be. You know what though? What? I ain't gonna say a 20 piece, but Tate low key could be an X factor this game. He low key could. Like if he can be annoying.
Especially with Cam being out, they could throw him in there tonight.
Yeah, he might be able to put together 15 good minutes of basketball if he's not fouling like an idiot. So that's actually not a bad call, Icy. I know you're trying to be funny, but that's not a bad call, actually. Ain't a bad call. Who you got though, Clip?
That's what's gonna be the X factor tonight. It's gonna be the Terry Twins, especially with Cam being out.
All right, Clips, who you got?
Let's think. I'm gonna say Steven Adams. I think that, him being on the offensive glass, they really don't have an answer for him. That Cornette guy can be in there, but I just don't think he's big enough, strong enough to handle him. And KP, definitely not. And he doesn't want to get in there and get mixed up, especially get hurt. So I think Steven Adams could low-key have a good double-digit performance game, get a bunch of putbacks, offensive rebounds. And you saw a little chemistry with him and Amen in the last one. Feed off of
He's
that.
been solid these last couple games.
He certainly has, and I just don't see an answer for them. There's not. You want to play Cornette, well, then you're really going to be lacking on offense. On offense, and it kind of puts us in an advantageous position. Put Şengün on him. So I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they can. I don't think they can get away with 48 minutes with Horford and KP down low. So I can see, Adams really being a big issue for them tonight.
Interesting, because he didn't play the last game against the Celtics either. So when you say it like that, I guess I can see that. It does. I can see how that'd happen. But I might have to agree with Icy tonight, man. This might be a take game.
Night.
I don't know why I'm thinking it, but it might have to be a take game, man. Take gonna have to pull up with his A game tonight. We're gonna pull us off on the road. The matchup predictor just updated right quick. 51.8 Rockets, 48.2 Celtics. Oh, okay. I don't know why.
I don't be trusting that because in the 2022 finals they had the Warriors as the underdogs. So I don't trust that at all.
I mean, it made sense though.
Nope.
If
is Curry, nope.
I get it, but you can argue the logic behind it though. You can do that.
The script would not allow it. Nope.
All right, I would like to see Şengün pushing Porzingis around.
I like to see that too.
He gonna hurt Porzingis. Porzingis fragile these days, man.
Speaking of fragile,
boy.
the rebounding numbers, right? Jason Tatum is leading their team in rebounds per game at 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Porzingis is only grabbing 7 boards a game, and he's only played 21 games this season. And then you got Jaylen Brown, which I'm not sure where he ranks in the team, but he gets 6 boards a game. What scares me is their 3-point makes per game. Tatum is making over 3.5 right now, and their big guy, their big shooter, right, Derek White, he's out, but he's making 3.3. He's coming in. Peyton Pritchard at 3.2.
Yeah, is Peyton Pritchard starting tonight?
Not sure.
No,
if he's starting, how do they usually start though? But who gonna be with him in the backcourt?
And White.
I think White hurt.
Yeah,
White. They saying White out.
Oh, I know, but usually it's White, Holiday, Brown, Tatum, KP.
Yeah, usually.
Yes.
But I'm saying at least for tonight, I don't know who's gonna be in the backcourt with Drew Holiday. I'm suspecting Peyton Pritchard though.
Did Peyton go off against us or have a solid game against us last time? Does anyone remember?
Yeah. He went off.
And he's a guy that I actually worry about on this team. Like for the Celtics, to me, I think he's their X factor this game. Because he can shoot us out of whatever defensive coverage we think we want to run at them. And that's usually a problem for us if the other team is knocking down threes, because we usually don't like to give up threes at all. So I can see a case where this fool come in and drop 30 on us, man. Alex say Tate over Tatum. You know what, bro? If that happened tonight, there's no way we lose. But I have a strong feeling that ain't gonna happen. All right, so Horford starting tonight. All right, cool. He gonna have a problem dealing with Şengün. But then again, he be dealing with Joel Embiid.
True.
How's that gonna work? How are we gonna match up with that? You're gonna put Amen on KP?
I don't think KP gonna start.
Oh, he won't even start?
Because he hasn't been starting even when he has played because he's been hurt. He's been coming off the bench.
Starting in this place. Yeah, Horford's been doing a lot of starting. And then KP's been coming off. Like he'll be on the bench for like 2 or 3 games and then he'll start. And then he'll start for 4 or 5 games and then get hurt.
Yeah.
Same cycle. So honestly, if anything, maybe because KP isn't as fresh, honestly, we should be using our guard play, hella pick and roll, and just abuse KP right now. Because he might not be moving, right? It's not that he moves like anyway, but maybe we should try to abuse KP tonight.
The people that should be abusing him is Jalen and Amen. Fred not gonna abuse nobody.
Nope.
No.
Fred is not abusive. He's not an abusive player.
Fred is a gentle killer.
I'd go after Şengün. I'd go after him with Şengün. See if you can't get him in foul trouble. You got 2 guys there. You got Horford that's going to be disciplined. You got KP that's not going to be disciplined. See if you can't get a mismatch with Şengün on KP. Get him in early foul trouble whenever he does come on. If he's not starting,
they're gonna throw a Cater at him, and Cater is he nice. He a little dog.
Right, but offensively,
he got a lot of bodies to throw at Şengün. Now I'm thinking about it.
What I'm saying is, you really need KP off the floor for their offense because if you're spreading it with Horford, it's not as scary as you're spreading it with KP and Horford. They can now rebound and they can do all that. If they pull Cornet in there, then they're not going to. Kata, same thing, and they gotta play him on offense, which that's pretty nasty. So yeah, I would attack them. I'd attack KP with Şengün early if I could. See if you can't get him in early foul trouble.
Yeah, I could see that. But
they're good at that.
But Horford can shoot it too.
He can.
I prefer them to have either Cater or Cornet in there, but Cornet, I ain't gonna lie, the way he was guarding Şengün last time, I was baffled that was working.
Yeah,
I was baffled. Keys to the game, though. Keys to the game. What y'all got? What's y'all's 3 keys?
It's a good question. I mean, honestly, right out the gate is perimeter play. What are we doing to run the shooters off, and how are we making sure that people aren't switching? That's what my first one is. It's just like, what are we doing to stay man to man, but to throw enough bodies at people without giving up the perimeter shots. Because, man, we can go bucket for bucket with them all day in the paint. I won't lie to you. We can go all day. What I'm worried about is the perimeter. Our shooting is inconsistent. Theirs is top of the league. What are we doing to make up that gap?
Yeah, we cannot lose the turnover battle with them at all, or we will get crushed. Stupid turnovers, we can't do that.
What about rebounds?
I was about to say rebounding.
We're gonna have to get rebounds too.
Both offensively and defensively, we're going to have to pound the glass from start to finish. And then I think on-ball defense is going to be huge. We need to stay in front. You know, these guys, if we can kill their first action, they love to go ISO ball, which we love to defend. And if we can stay in front of them and force them away from our rim protectors and make them shoot contested jumpers, I think we'd have a shot.
To build on that, what's a key defensive matchup then? What's a defensive matchup that we have to win this game?
Şengün versus everybody. In terms of, I guess I'm thinking offensive. Excuse me. Honestly, I don't think it's necessarily like a 1-to-1, but Amen and Tatum. We need Amen to like show Tatum what's up, right? I think it's easier, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't watch Celtics ball. I think it's easier, relatively speaking, to guard Brown one-on-one. I think if we can throw
Tatum is harder to guard one-on-one.
I think if we throw him in on Tatum and we like got stick him, right? Double him with Brooks. Like that's what we're gonna have to do, and force Tatum to be a passer. We've seen him get the turnovers. We've seen him get so many turnovers. Again, 2022 turnovers, right? He has the most turnovers ever in a single finals round. Crazy work. What we need to do is kind of replicate that. Plus, Ime coached him. He knows some of those weaknesses. Amen is going to be that defensive key guy, right? And like if we got Amen and Tari out there, Tari on Brown, Amen on Tatum, and I think we got to live with it. I think honestly.
I'm building on that. I'm going to go our veterans. I just think who they guard and is if they can, you know, make it difficult on whoever they're guarding is going to be important. You know, if Dylan is a cone out there like he's been in the last couple of games, and he's constantly, and Şengün's constantly, you know, looking at Tatum and Brown downhill, then we're going to struggle. If Fred can't stay in front of Holiday, we're going to struggle. So I
don't trust Fred on Holiday.
Hey, well, who else? Where else are you going to put Fred? You know, otherwise you're putting him on a 6'8" or taller guy.
You're putting him on Peyton Pritchard. You put Jalen on Drew, then you putting Fred on Pritchard. Yeah, Jalen's a little bit stronger than Drew, or not Drew, a little bit stronger than Fred, and he's got a little bit more length on him. Like, yeah, he's not gonna be as like shifty, but he can at least guard up on him, like in the post and in one-on-one situations. Versus Fred getting ran through screens. Like Jalen at least tries to get through screens. Man, sometimes I'd be watching Fred on these screens and he's just like go hug it. Like, bro, you gotta at least try to step around it. You know, I'm not saying that Fred is lazy on defense, but we can't have that tonight. And Fred on Pritchard. I mean, he's not the primary ball handler. So
it's a tough discuss.
This would have been a good game for Cam.
It's going to be a tough discuss for us. You know, we're trying to that's what Mazzulla loves to do is he hunts mismatches. So, you know, I know in the last
where he get that from?
Yeah, right.
Are we going to see a lot of Fred tonight? Like, obviously, I know generally we see a lot of Fred, but I think last maybe 6 or 7 games, Fred wasn't necessarily completely featured, right? He didn't play those 44 minutes that he was normally playing. We saw some of that delegated to Amen and Jalen, right? Trusting some of that is that something we can not necessarily expect, but maybe see a little of tonight if Fred is getting abused everywhere.
I agree.
I don't think there's unless they find a way to have Fred get switched up on Tatum or Brown. I don't think he has too much bad of a defensive game, but I think he can hold his own against Drew Holiday, but they're not going to use Drew Holiday a lot to initiate a whole lot of their actions anyway, going downhill, trying to get in the paint and all that. It's going to be Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So maybe we can live with matter of fact, too, last game, if y'all remember, there was a few possessions where Jalen got matched up with Tatum, and Tatum couldn't do nothing with him.
Yep, in the post. Yep.
Yeah, so maybe this is probably asking too much. Maybe I'm being ridiculous, But I'll probably challenge Jalen and be like, hey, man, you see that dude over there? Go guard him. That big 6'9" dude who probably an MVP candidate this year. Go guard him and let's see what happens.
They switched the matchup so much. I know in the last one we saw a lot of KP being guarded by Fred. That's their goal, and that's exactly what they do. They hunt mismatches and then they go ISO heavy. So I agree with you to an extent, but it's going to have to be team defense, and it's going to require everybody having to guard everybody in order for this to work. I just don't think that we can say, all right, we can hide Fred on Peyton Pritchard and he's going to be in the corner. They're going to go to Peyton Pritchard if Fred's on it. So I think that's just a better matchup for them, and he can win those matchups on ball. That's why I say I think that the veterans will be important because they're going to be looking to attack them. I mean, they're the weaker part of this defense. You know, Horford's not really going to do much with Şengün on offense, so they're not going to use him much. They're not going to want to use Tatum on Amen or Jaylen Brown on Dillon or vice versa. They're going to want to hunt out the weaker defenders in Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet.
Good luck trying to hunt Jalen because Jalen ain't been very huntable this season.
That's very true, too. But is he that huntable, for 48 minutes? And then does it provide, a lack of being able to score on offense? So I think it's all a mind game here with Missoula and Ime Udoka. He's going to have to play with the big time.
Scooter a fool, dog.
He is.
Scooter is a fool. I mean, do we get some Aaron Holiday minutes though?
I think for Ime said we would.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, I mean, there's minutes that are opened up. But is that the spot where we would allocate those extra minutes? Would it not be Jeff Green at all?
Well, we have Jeff Green. I mean, is Jock Landale playing at all? I don't know.
I hope not.
Why do you say that?
But because I like Jock, but he just hasn't had it this season. He had a nice little stretch for like a couple of games. Then he just forgot how to play ball, man. Like he's not playing confident.
Yeah.
He hasn't been very confident when he's been out there, man.
I think he's played like 20.
And we got to remember, too, we have a back-to-back. They rescheduled that ATL game for tomorrow night.
That's right, yeah.
So, what does the minutes distribution look like?
Back tomorrow for that game. So.
Do we call off the dogs earlier than usual if it's looking very, suspect? How does that look?
Honestly, yeah.
It depends, yeah.
We 30 and 14 right now, right? If we're like down like 25, like start the fourth quarter, maybe like see what it's like looking like for the first couple minutes. But if we're making like no traction, like, hey, this would be a good game to see what Reed wants to do because this man has been like
pull him in the 7th, 8th minute mark if we're not.
Yeah, just
and
like
that tomorrow game against the Hawks is not a gimme either, bro.
Exactly. I'd rather be more rested for the second game that we are statistically more likely to win, and I think it's gonna be more of a fun matchup than go all out tonight and then get blown out by Atlanta. I'm not getting blown out by a fucking 14 seed. You know what I mean?
But I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe I'm cuckoo. Maybe I'm not. I'm gonna just throw this out there. What if Ime really tries his best to win this game so we can tie the series in case the records become tied at the end of the year and we somehow find ourselves in the finals matchup with the Celtics? I'm just throwing it out there, bro, because expectations have been updated. You can't show me what you can do, and then I'm supposed to still think less of you. Nope.
I'm gonna throw another key in. I'm gonna do an AK real quick. The next key is gonna be make them call the timeout first. Don't let the Rockets do the timeout first. Get a good start, get them panicking a little bit.
I'm with it. Throw the first punch, make him go back to the corner and talk to his coaches like, hey, man, he hit me with that left hook. I ain't see it coming. What am I supposed to do about that? If I duck, it's going to be another uppercut coming the other way, so I got to be careful.
This is going to be a coaching matchup game at the end of the day, right? We saw Ime get out-coached before, and that's what really lost us the game. And then, Cam Whitmore going 4-17, it didn't really help. Yeah, I mean, but we got a lot to pick up on. You're not worried about saving energy for the Hawks.
Is
You're right,
Reed
Alex.
playing tonight? Also? Is Reed going to be in this game tonight?
Reed is not playing this game. He's out the
He won't
rotation.
play?
We are only playing. We're playing Reed if we're up by 50 or if we're down by 50. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Shit,
Yeah, really ain't no in between. So
Yeah.
final scores before we wrap this thing up, man. Oh, y'all want to do halftime scores, and then at halftime we can talk final scores. Either way, however y'all want to do it.
You know, I'm gonna do halftime. I think I'm looking at what we did last time against them. And last time we only had 56 at the half. I think that's kind of our average anyway, about 55 to 58, right? I'm gonna go high though. I'm saying we go get 60 at the half. I think that first quarter, I think we're gonna score about 32, 33, and then that second quarter we'll put up that like that 25, 26 our usual.
Okay.
But we gotta be strong. We gotta come out. We gotta throw some haymakers. We gotta get these dudes in foul trouble.
All right, Clips, what you got?
Halftime score. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a low scoring game. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 50 to 50. It's gonna be right at even 50-50. I'm predicting this to be a low scoring game. I think Ume's gonna try to muck it up, and I think he's gonna be able to do it. I think we match up well when we have Amen and we have Tari. I think we match up well against this team. We got some lengthy defenders, and I think we can cause them a lot of fits and kind of make it close at the end of the fourth quarter. So I think 50-50 at halftime, and close one at the end.
All right, AP, what you got?
I got 56-50 at the half.
Who up?
I got the Celtics up 56-50.
Oh,
Nah.
man.
Hey,
We had a
ain't
hater
gonna
on
lie.
night. Ryan was a hater on here the other night, and look what happened. Interesting that we've had a couple of days off, as have they. They don't have a back-to-back tomorrow, and Trae Young might not be playing tomorrow. He's out tonight, so they'll be on a back-to-back too.
Yeah, I'm going 56-50. I think they're going to hang in there. I think they're going to fight, and they're going to hang in there by halftime.
I don't know, man. I think we turned into an offensive team all of a sudden, man, and our defense has been looking quite suspicious. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say something like 60-64.
Okay. Who? Them?
Yeah, Celtics. Celtics up.
60 might be the magic number. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be an offensive.
We get off to
game.
a really good start. I can see it at 60 tonight.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an offensive game, man.
Yo, if any of the Celtics have 4 threes at the half, I'm gonna say this is GG's.
One of them for sure gonna have 4 of them.
At least
What
one.
they shoot enough.
We can't let
That's
it
what
happen.
they do. So their average is like, let me see what their team average is on 3-point.
Yeah, they're
shot attempts per
They're
game.
not shooting very well, man. I know Holiday's having a
Russell,
down year when it comes on. You'll be surprised by their numbers. They're like 10-9 in their last 19 games.
Yeah, they are in a bit of a slide, but they still. I mean, they're defending champs, man. When you got that badge on you, it's a different level of respect I have for a team like that. So they shooting 49 threes a game on average. If we can hold them to like 42 3-point attempts, and this is regardless of percentage, if we can hold them to around 42, we have a good chance. But we can kind of go more into that at halftime, depending on what we see. But I think, to me, that's the key number right there, 42 attempts. Hold them to that, no more than that, and we should be in the game. But I think we can go ahead and wrap this up and then get to our final predictions at halftime and talk about halftime adjustments that are probably going to need to get made.
Let's beat some ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Go Houston.
Sorry,
We ain't even say player of the game or nothing. We just let this thing fly, man. But it's all good. We can get to all that in the second half at halftime. But appreciate everybody for rocking with us during this pregame. We will be back at halftime. Now tell your friends to tell their friends to come be with our friends, and we can all be friends. And we can do this every weekend. Now come back again, and we out.
Yeah.
Yeah.